The Mesa Chamber of Commerce Inside Business Podcast brings you a unique view of Mesa through its vibrant business community and the subjects that are important. The podcast is produced in the Mesa Chamber of Commerce Media Studio, sponsored by the University of Phoenix. Our podcast is hosted by Mesa Chamber of Commerce CEO Sally Harrison. Please enjoy this episode of the Mesa Chamber Inside Business Podcast.
Hi, I'm Sally Harrison, President and CEO of the Mesa Chamber of Commerce, and today in our podcast studio, we have our friends from the SBA. Welcome.
Hi, thank you so much, Sally. My name is Danielle Haywood, and I'm a Public Affairs Specialist with the SBA.
My name is Ellen Israel, and I'm also a Public Affairs Specialist with the SBA.
Okay, well, we met last week to
Yes.
talk about some disasters that we've had here locally, and I'm glad that you were able to come back and give us a little more that we could share with our members and other businesses. Let's talk about who is eligible for the disaster loans through the SBA.
Yeah, absolutely. So there was an official disaster declaration that went into place as of last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is going to be for the remnants of the Hurricane Priscilla and Tropical Storm Raymond. So that post-tropical storm stuff that we had come through, the microburst, as most people know of it,
Right.
that happened in Tempe and Phoenix and Mesa areas.
Mm-hmm.
So currently, the people that are eligible through the SBA through this disaster is going to be homeowners, renters, nonprofits, and small businesses.
So that covers quite a few of the folks that will need some assistance.
Yeah, absolutely. We can cover everything from physical damage on the homeowner, renter, and business side, and then economic injury for businesses that maybe they were unable to open right away because
Mm-hmm.
of damage and stuff like that. So they can they have two options: physical and economic injury.
Okay, well, good to know. So when they these businesses, in our case, it's businesses, apply, what do they need to have with them so they're ready?
Right, so business in particular will need identification for the business owners, your EIN or your employer identification number.
Mm-hmm.
We'll need your most recent complete tax return if you have that,
Mm-hmm.
and any information you have on your income and any evidence for a loss of revenue, say.
Okay, all right. And are there loan limits in place?
Yeah, so just to highlight real quick for homeowners, it's going to be $500,000 in physical damage. Renters, it's $100,000,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the business and nonprofit side, it's up to $2 million.
Wow.
So it really varies based on the business, their
Mm-hmm.
individual needs, but
Mhm.
they do have quite a bit of options there.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
That's significant. What are the benefits of the disaster loans?
So there are a lot of benefits to these loans. The biggest one is that they're very low interest rate.
Mm-hmm.
For businesses, the low interest rate is going to be 4%,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a fixed interest rate. It doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
Your term can be up to 30 years long, and in that first year you have the loan, there's no payments, no interest accruing, so you have a good amount of time to kind of get back on your feet with the money that you did receive.
That's great. So once they have everything, where do they come to apply for these loans?
So we have currently a disaster loan outreach center
Mhm.
open at the Tempe Public Library on the second floor.
Okay.
And so they can go there. The hours of operation there are going to be Monday through Friday. Monday through Wednesday, it's going to be 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And Thursday and Friday, it's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
So they can physically go there. And that's the method that we're going to encourage people to do, because you're going to be there working with one of our customer service representatives.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be able to walk you through if there's something that you need. They can really help you understand that.
Mm-hmm.
You do also have the option of going onto sba.gov/disaster and applying there.
Okay.
But like I said, we encourage people to go to the actual outreach center because
Sure.
you're going to get that more one-on-one assistance with the
Mhm.
application.
Sounds good. So what's the time frame? Like, is there a window of opportunity to apply for this loan?
Yes. So if you received physical damage to your home or your business, that deadline is going to be January 13th of 2026.
Okay.
And if you would like to apply for a loan to assist with economic injury or any loss of revenue, that deadline is going to be August 14th of 2026.
Oh, wow. So they have quite a bit of time.
Yes.
Kind of get all their ducks in a row and bring
Right.
everything in.
Yeah. especially on the economic injury side, they open that for 9 months because sometimes it could take a business a couple of months before they really see, hey, there's
The
a pattern
impact.
of loss and we can tie it to that storm. So we give them that opportunity to get that data and then apply.
That's great. So how long are you guys open in Tempe?
We're basically going to be here as long as we're needed. As long as we have people coming into our loan outreach center, we will be there to help out.
That's great. And you're going to be at a chamber event on Friday night.
Yes, we're so excited. We're gonna, our team's gonna be out there. We're gonna be able to answer questions. If people have questions specifically about their business or if their home was also damaged, they want to ask us questions about that. We'll have information that we can give them to kind of help them get that process going.
Okay, so Friday night is November 21st, Aviation Fascination at Hell Opponents at Falcon Field. And we start at 5. So yeah, we'd love to have people take advantage of the opportunity to see you guys that night. Anything else people need to know or should be prepared for? Do you expect long lines?
So we haven't had long lines. There's been maybe a slight wait, but we do have staff there on the ground able to handle. They are bilingual as well, so
Great.
We have the ability to assist people no matter their needs there. And I mean, one of the things is, I know hearing loan can be intimidating, but you know, if you look at this as a lifeline to get back off, you know, get back on your feet and start the path of recovery post disaster, it really is a great option.
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate that you're here in the East Valley doing this kind of work for our businesses.
Yeah, no, we're happy to be here, and hopefully we can definitely help, you know, members out that are affected.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you again for your time, and we'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thank
You
you.
bet.
This has been a Mesa Chamber of Commerce Inside Business podcast. You can find all podcast episodes at iTunes, Spotify, or your own favorite podcast website. You can also find them online at mesachamber.org. Content of this podcast is copyright the Mesa Chamber of Commerce, unless otherwise noted.